What up, dog? Welcome to the Faith and Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Chase Anderson, and today I got a very special guest with us today. He was so kindly to take time out of his busy schedule and sit down and have a conversation with us. Without further ado, let me introduce you to Cedric Gibson. What's going on, Cedric?
Nothing much.
How you
Nothing much.
doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Thank y'all for having me on this show.
Good, man. I thank you for just blessing us with your presence, and I mean that sincerely, man. I know you've been busy for the past month or 2 months, so it's just been great just seeing what you've been doing in the community. But before we get into all that, I just want to start with you. For those who don't know you, we are located based. Well, I'm from Enterprise, Alabama. This is where I was born and raised. Moved around a bit. Are from Enterprise. Let's tell the folks about you a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, I'm born and raised in Enterprise, Alabama. I'm a 30-year-old single father of two boys and one girl.
Congratulations.
Just a regular old man, just a good old country boy, just doing what God has me to do, and that's just about it, man. Just a regular man like the rest of them.
That's what's up. So let's get into that. What is it exactly that you do, Cedric? For those who don't know, what is it that you do pertaining to your profession, and then pertaining to this project we're about to speak about concerning the Enterprise stand-up?
Okay. In the daytime, I'm a bona fide chicken hauler. So the trucks that you see that haul the live chicken, that's what I do Monday through Friday. And chicken goes to KFC. It's all the chicken that a lot of viewers eat.
Gotcha.
I do that in the day. As soon as I get off of work, it's straight to the computer. I engage with the supporters. I answer telephone calls. Help people. I do a lot of things behind the scenes that nobody knows, and I don't need it.
And when you talk about you get on the computer, you're talking about in support of the Enterprise stand-up group organization.
Right. I'm engaging, like I said, supporters. Just trying to catch them on messages. Then dealing with the Haircuts for Success, which was one of my initiatives that I started about I'll say about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I had to keep up with the donations that's coming through.
Well, let's back up for a bit. Let's back up for a bit. How did this start? How did this Enterprise stand-up start? Because like one day I'm looking at it and it's maybe 30 member group, and the next thing you know you got a couple hundred to over 1,500 group members. And how did that start?
Well, it all started. I'm not, for the ones that don't know, I'm not the creator of this group. This group was created by a sister named Mika Blackman, as well as a brother named Dante Bilal, which he is still an admin on the page. They created this group.
Dante and Shamika create
Mika Blackman. They call
Mika Blackman. Okay.
They
Mika
created
Blackman.
this after.
Shout out to Mika Blackman, by the way. That's my sister. Shout out to Mika Blackman. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, they created this page after our brother Floyd was murdered, in the street, and
Mr.
George Floyd. And they sent me an invite after they created a page. I accepted it, and they asked me to be a leader. Would I like to be a leader? And I agreed to it. Yeah.
Wow.
And it took off from there.
Now, when they asked you to be a leader, was it something just instinct that you knew that you wanted to do or had to do, or was this something that it was the spirit that moved you to do so?
Man, I've been for a good long time, man. I've been running from God's calling. I was an over the road truck driver for about 6 or 7 years, and basically all I was doing was running from God. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. My main outreach that I really wanted to focus on about 4 or 5 years ago was the homeless.
Wow.
I was me and my father. We had created like a hotline, like a suicide prevention hotline, as well as a homeless hotline, and we were planning on starting that. And I just kept running from it, but I finally sat down and said, God, whatever you have for me, God, I'm going to do it. I'm tired of running and I'm tired of feeling empty. I need to do what
Yeah.
you want me to do. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
brother, after I sit on my couch for about an hour or so, I got that invite from the group Enterprise Stand Up, man. And
Stop
that's why I
playing.
tell people the things that I experience every day, they wouldn't believe it. I'm asking God, what do you want me to do, God? I can't sit here while my brothers and sisters are being killed.
Yeah.
What can I do? Because I feel selfish by sitting here. And I mean, an hour or two come by and Mika Blackman sending me an invite. Can you please be a leader? You know,
Wow.
nothing but God, man.
Divine.
And I'm telling you,
Divine calling.
yes, sir.
Divine calling. That's amazing. So since you began this journey as a leader for the enterprise stand up, what some of the things have you encountered? What some of the obligations that have been bestowed upon you?
Well, first of all, I am held accountable for every single thing that I do on that page or off that page. Um,
Hmm.
from the things I post to the speeches I give, my supporters hold me accountable. I've been whooped many a times,
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
stepping out of line. But I asked them to be that way, and then in turn, I'm that way towards them. And that's what's gonna make this world a better place to live in when we hold one another accountable. Um, you know, but like you said, I'm tasked with uh, I feel like I make it a mission of my own to take care of parents' children. I reach out
Hmm.
to the children. That's the main important goal here because that's the future. So that's what I kind of
Yeah,
task
absolutely.
myself. Yeah, yeah, I take it very serious. When I tell people your children are my children now, I mean that's serious. That's real deal stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I know exactly what you mean by that. I got some great God kids of my own who were just assigned to me that I know by God, so I know exactly where you come from.
Right.
You
Right.
know, when you say that. So uh, let me ask you this: what what would you say something that you thought you knew, or something that you thought that you were aware of prior to joining or leading the enterprise stand up that you now know? Like, what are some of the flaws, or what are some of the things you see within the community or within the people within the city, or that you see that could be fixed or should be addressed?
Uh, plenty. First of all, like we're speaking about the children, I see many parents that don't instill the things that the children need to be successful in life. A lot of parents are hurting themselves, and they're filled with anxiety, filled with fear, anger. So that's one thing that I've noticed. Another thing is our brothers, our brothers killing one another, shooting one another. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah,
it, what I've spoken to some young men that been shot and have done the shooting before, and they just need somebody really to talk with them and listen to them, and that's all it
yeah.
really takes, and to understand them. Don't go at them in a disrespectful manner. A lot of the young men in this community and young women, they don't have a father figure.
Yeah.
They don't have an important role model to look up to. So they're not being led right. They're just strict. They just really misguided. So it takes people like you and I and many other leaders out here in the community to actually not be fearful, get out and lead. Lead these young men and women
Absolutely.
the way that they need to be led. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid what no one thinks, what they're going to say. It does not matter. It does not matter. So yeah, the absence of fathers in the household, the brothers killing one another, and just not motivating children. Those are the things that I have seen, and those are the things that I'm working on, trying to rectify and try to make better. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I take it very seriously, and I'm starting with the children right now. And like I tell people, it's much bigger than a haircut. Yeah, I know it's called haircuts for success, but it's way bigger than a haircut. I need people to actually see the bigger picture. I know a lot of people won't see it right away, but I ask that they work towards seeing the bigger picture because it's not just a haircut. I promise you, it's not just a haircut.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And what is it that you want people to understand that you go through? Like some of the tasks or some of the obstacles or difficulties you experience, even trying to do something so admirable as take time out to take kids to get haircuts and coordinating events within the park, within the city for the youth. What are some things that we don't know that you deal with in the process?
Well, I mean, well, for one, people don't see all the sleep that I lose. Just planning and having visions and trying to formulate my visions in a way that I can explain it to the mass. They don't see the many times that I don't really eat that much because I'm so wrapped up in what I'm doing. I'm so passionate about it and serious about it. I do a lot of I'll give this example. I haven't told many, but there's a time where I've taken a young sister to Southeast Medical in Dothan, Alabama. She was on meth and wanting to harm herself as well as harm somebody else. Nobody knows that. So I don't have to explain that to nobody because I know what I do and God knows what I do, and that's really all I'm worried about.
You literally put your life on the line, trying to do what you are called to do. You're putting your life on the line in the process. And I just want to applaud you, brother. I just want to say that I admire what you've done. I mean, I feel like I should have stepped up a long time ago, but I mean, I definitely absolutely believe that this is your calling, this is your purpose, this is your destiny that will lead to many and greater things to come. But just to start within your community, that's where we all, I feel like we need to start. Absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I just a lot of things I don't tell people. A lot of people think it's just a Facebook page, but then there's many that don't. They see the bigger picture. This is just an open forum where people can express themselves. That's what it really is, and it's a place to empower one another. I have many small businesses on there, and they ask me, Cedric, can I please post on there? By all means, please. That's what this page is for. Whether you white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. We're here to love one another. Like I always end in a lot of my speeches and in my posts, I always say at the end, we will all unite, because I truly believe one day we all will unite and we will not hesitate to think about it. It's going to be so natural. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we have to work towards it now. And just stop with the bickering. Stop with the childish stuff, man. Come on, let's go. Stop talking. Let's start walking. That's it.
Absolutely. So
gotta get me preaching on him, man.
I know. Hey, so you in your natural state. That's all it is, bro. You're in your natural state. So how can somebody contribute to Enterprise Stand Up? What are the foundations and nonprofit organizations, or how can we help? Whether it be monetary, whether it be donating, whether it be hands-on work, how can someone help?
Yes, sir. Right now, we're not a nonprofit organization. We're working towards being just that.
You are working on the transition to making it into a nonprofit organization.
The first thing one of the main things I've been doing right now is trying to work on like a government body. Like I'm trying to structure the group in a way that we will be ready to go apply for the nonprofit status. I had a meeting with my mentor, Miss Judy Crowley, at the Coffee County Family Services, and she basically just gave me the information that I needed, when it comes to the bylaws and things like that. So I held a volunteer meeting, what I called at first a volunteer meeting, and I told those volunteer members, I said, you guys are this group. We are the family of this group because this is who does the work. We will have to lead this group, and we have to lead by example. Many of our supporters can't get out and volunteer. A lot of them's out of state too. So, but
so you got people who from out of state are involved and joined in the.
And they do their own thing. it's like a wildfire, man. It spreads across this nation, man, and it just continues. And nobody's going to put that fire out, whether they
Yeah.
try or not. But I turned this volunteer, what I called a volunteer group, is now my committee board, or a steering committee, if you will. That's what we call it, a steering committee. So
Mm.
anything that I have, any visions or anything, we meet every first weekend of every month. So I lay it all on the table. I let them know everything, and so we do that. So we're starting to get the structure in place. So when we
Yeah.
do go apply for the nonprofit status, we'll be ready, and they'll take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? So we're working towards it. But
Absolutely.
but yeah, if you like the help, please message me anytime or call me. I'm taking clothes, hygiene products, money donations, because we are not funded. The only way that Haircuts for Success and like getting rental vehicles and stuff like that, the only way we can do that is by donations. And then most of the funding comes out of my paycheck on Friday. So
Wow. Wow.
donations, we really are thankful for the people that have donated, because we just couldn't do it without you. So
Is there a Cash App set up or PayPal that we could display or announce for those who are wanted to sow and give? Uh,
uh, well, they can go on to right now. I got the Facebook page where you go and log on to Messenger, and you can pay
uh-huh.
through Messenger, and I got I have my account linked to that. As well as you can go to the fundraiser, it's Haircuts for Success fundraiser,
Hmm.
and you can donate on that as well. But I don't have a Cash App right now.
Okay.
I have to get me one
We're
pretty
gonna
soon.
we're gonna work on that. I wanna
Yeah.
I wanna bring something to the viewers' attention that when we first got on the phone and began to speak, we kind of spoke to each other live, and I said, man, I'm just in awe about how you penetrated, how you just went in and uh, the tension that you were able to break through and to be able to communicate with the blacks, whites, the browns, all races, all colors in this group, and somewhat, not even somewhat, but to unify these people. I've never seen a group where you have blacks commenting, whites commenting. They're all in support of some things. Not saying that there's never a disagreement, but they're all in somewhat of a great support of each other,
Right.
and there's comprehension and there's good dialogue between the two. I seen people of all colors like really support what you do, and it's not like you came in and you chose a side and you led people to that one side. It's
Right.
like you came in the middle and you mediated,
Right.
uh, uh, for lack of better words. And I just say, man, that in this day, in this time, is remarkable. That's amazing to do such a thing with the tension and the racial barriers that's come up and everything else. Like you were able to penetrate the hearts of this town, of this community, and to unify. And I think that's a blessing, and we need to progress on that. We need to nurture that and have
Yeah.
that continue to grow, because that is what a great seed, that is what a leader does to the young generations that's watching. It's not all
Right.
about one particular color or one particular race. It's not
No.
about the left or the right. If it was up to me, it's about I follow Christ and what he stands for, his statutes, commandments, expectation, laws, and words.
Right.
So I just gotta say, bro, that's remarkable about what you did to come in and to just break new ground and to set up such a positive light in the community, brother. Straight up.
Hey, well, I thank you, man. Like I said, without the supporters, a lot of this would not be today. You got a lot of open-minded people on that page, man, and a lot of them, they are woke, and they know what's right and what's wrong, and a lot of people just find out for the first time, hey, I can speak up and not worry about what my friends say.
Yeah.
We had a protest about I think last month or so, and had a white sister come up to me. She said, "Brother Cedric, my friends made fun of me for coming out here, And then they also said it was going to be very
Wow.
dangerous. They said, she
Wow.
said, but I want them to know I'm having a good time and I love my black brothers and sisters, you know. So a lot of people just have to
That's what's about.
get over that fear, get over that hurdle of fear, and realize that you can
Yeah.
make a difference. And you don't have to be some pastor, some professor, or extremist. You don't have to be that. You can be
Yeah.
a regular person like myself, and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? When people see that
Absolutely.
you're true, and your heart is pure, and that you stand and you don't falter. I mean, I don't care how many people go against me for the things I stand on. I stand firmly on them, though. But when you do that, people realize that, and that's when you receive people that's going to follow you and that's going to help you along your journey because you're helping them along theirs as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. To
So that's all it's
self-discovery,
about.
to
Yeah.
finding things within themselves, finding flaws
Yes.
themselves, things that they need to work on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's self-reflecting at its best. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah. You won't believe all the messages that I received that Cedric, you just thank you so much. You just open my eyes. You open my mind and my heart to want to do better. I've been selfish this long, and I can't believe it. You know,
Wow.
that's beautiful, man. That's what warmed my heart. It's so beautiful. And another
And that's
thing,
what's all about.
I got a young brother on the committee board. He's 18 years old.
Stop
And
playing.
yes, sir, 18 years old. And that's brother. He said, man, it's in the high school. He said, man, we got kids that want to go do community cleanups and want to be better. You know,
That's what's up.
that's
That's
what it's
what's
all
up.
about, man.
That's what's up.
That's telling you all these community leaders, groups, churches, whatever, they're going in the right direction, and it won't be stopped. It just won't be
That's what's
stopped.
up. And, that's amazing that you said that. Before the passing of our great brother KZ Edwards, I remember maybe a day, maybe probably a day, you got on and you said that no matter if this truck gets pulled over, the message, the freight will still be delivered. It will
Yes, sir.
still carry on. I think that was nothing but God, nothing but prophetic message to the community, to us, to know that KZ definitely did all his work he was called to do here and has moved on into the kingdom. But now, I mean, it shows us that we have to continue, that someone else who has to carry that baton that he has
Yes, sir.
placed for us. And like I said, I just think that you brought it up was just so on time, so prophetic. When you spoke about that, and then to hear the celebration and passing of my brother onto the kingdom of God, we
Right.
definitely will rally up and carry on that baton, or should I say, hit that gas on that truck.
There you go. You better shift them gears.
I hear you. That's what's up.
Yes,
That's what's
sir,
up,
man.
baby.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up.
And that was me running from God. But I was in the bathroom, man, and then something said, it said, your death will not be your ending; it will be the beginning. And
Amen.
that example, I never even thought to even
Straight up.
come up with that. And I said, God, please don't make me get on this live. Whether you know it or not, I don't like doing speeches. I don't like talking, but when I'm told to speak, I
Well, get
speak.
ready.
Man,
Get ready.
I tell you, but when I get on that live, it's because I have a true word that's burning inside me, and I can't hold it in no longer. So whether somebody takes heed to the words or not, that's on them.
Yeah.
So I did what I was supposed to do, being obedient to God, and I said what my piece, and that's where I leave it at. So yeah, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what is next for Enterprise Stand Up? What are some future projects or things we look forward to coming up?
Well, I've got a project for the Enterprise Stand Up, which is be a community event.
Okay.
I have it scheduled for October 17th, and I'm trying to get Donaldson Park Reserve. I spoke with the directors of the Park and Recreations. There's supposed to be a softball tournament going on at the same time, but maybe they won't rent all of the softball fields, so maybe we can get in there. But if not, I'm looking at other parks right now. That's one of them things. I tell you, when I lose sleep, man, I've just now started cutting myself off at midnight. When the clock strikes 12, that's when I say, all right, I gotta go to bed. But yeah, man, I got rough drafts over here. everything from porta potties to the small details, man. The security measures, and so yeah, it'll be a community event.
Okay.
I would like to have many vendors at this event, anywhere
Okay.
from the DARE program all the way to the Enterprise Public Library. To I'd like to get this one brother that I know of. He does credit repair. Have a credit repair booth there. Just all types of
That's important. That's what's up.
yeah. Just very. I want vendors that kind of portray what enterprise stand up is all about, which is educating people as well. So just have all those types of vendors out there, and then local businesses, to sell their products and all. So that's what we want, man. Just to empower.
Absolutely. If more than ever, we're supposed to live to the enterprise, the city of progress. So I think this is the perfect time to do such, just to act out on what the name stands for, what enterprise is all about, and that's progress, progression, growth.
Right.
It's
Right.
just time to see that. It's so time to see that within my city. So I'm definitely behind you, brother. I wanted to bring something up to you here on the fly. For the month of August, we here at Faith and Culture Podcast, we want to contribute and we want to pay up to $150 on a member of the month from the Enterprise Stand-Up Club. We wanted to pay $150 on the light bill for a member from the Enterprise Stand Up. And we hope to continue to do that every month, especially as this pandemic continues on. But yeah, we want to contribute in that way. We hope that it could be some use. Kids are going back to school. Some kids are going back to school. Some kids are homeschooling. So it's more important to make sure them lights and alleviate more stress as possible for these parents, for these households, man. So we'll get with you about doing that. Again, it's from the Faith and Culture Podcast. We want to give $150 starting the month of August towards a member's light bill. So we'll get with you about the details. And it's no game. It's no you have to do it. You don't have to participate to win. All you have to do is just continue doing what you've been doing, just supporting the way you've been supporting Enterprise Stand Up.
That sounds like a good deal right there. There's plenty of families that need that, like I mentioned on the Haircuts for Success, man, if I could just take that one little payment or expense away from those parents that are really hurting, that goes a long way.
Absolutely.
It goes a long way. And then for you to do something like this, that just helps out even more. So we need more people to reach out like that. I mean, if anyone has something that they want to put together, like what we have going on, please do so. Please message me, and we'll work together, and we'll do all we can to create a team that can go out and perform these things for people and pay for light bills and water bills, whatever it is, because people are needed, man. People are
absolutely
hurting. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look, man, I love you coming on, man. I appreciate you coming on. I had a blast. We have to wrap this up. We got only so much time left, but I just want to say thank you for coming on. We got these T-shirts that we'll be sending out free to the people of the Faith and Culture Podcast. Thank you, Cedric, Cameron Edwards, everybody who's supporting. Is there anything you want to say before we check out?
I just want to say thank y'all. It was an honor to even be on your show. Just continue to do what you guys do, and to all the supporters and even the non-supporters. I love each and every one of y'all, and God bless you.
Absolutely. Well, y'all stay tuned, man. We got more coming for you. And please, if you can, donate. Find a way to donate. Find a way to support, whether it's monetary or just with your bare hands, to the Enterprise Stand Up Facebook group and community. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see you soon. Peace.